brother threw you through a second-story window.
Well, I landed on a roof. He did try to grab my leg at the time to save me. He wasn't looking to kill me. And in return, I hit him with a club. It was actually a piece of wood from one of the trees. I broke it over his ribs, and I broke his ribs. So this was, this is us.
Got it. Okay, so then around 17, you started getting into stabbing.
Yeah. About, I guess around 16, somebody tried to shoot me, a guy named Patty Antique, and you know, I was around the Ruggiano family, who was, Fat Andy Ruggiano was actually straightened out from, in the early 50s by Albert Anastasia. So when this guy tried to shoot me as a kid, I went to Albert and these guys, and the son of Fat Andy Ruggiano, Anthony and Albert, and they helped me out with the guy. And so, you know, the violence started very young for me. I understood the mob at this point pretty well.
Okay, and you got stabbed yourself.
I got stabbed up, batted, hit by a car, piped. I've been through the mill, shot in the upper thigh years later, but yeah.
Okay, but at 17 you got stabbed.
Yeah, 17, a little older than I think it was 18 or so, something like that. But yeah, at a young age.
Okay, and you were in the hospital for a while over that.
I was in and out of the hospital about 3 or 4 times that year over me being stabbed. I was stabbed at the same time. I got my jaw broke, I broke my arm. They were piping me and batting me also, hit me with a car, so yeah.
You know, most people, after they get stabbed, they say, okay, I think I have had enough of this. I'm going to go do something else. But you did not.
No, my mentality again was not to be a quitter and to be aggressive. So probably after about, I was in intensive care on and off. I was having complications. When I got out of intensive care, I pulled all the tubes out. I had a friend of mine, Mark Caputo, that stayed with us, pick me up and take me out in a wheelchair. We went out a side entrance, and I went to go shoot one of the guys that stabbed me up. So, and then I almost died from pulling out those tubes. And the doctor at the time, obviously, wasn't happy, threatened me if I ever did that again, he wouldn't bring me back into a hospital.
Okay, was that the first time you shot at somebody?
Nah, at this point, I'm already involved in shootings with either as a driver or a guy that was shooting guys. Over the years, I just kept shooting guys as things went on, either for business or personal.
Okay, and you grew up around the Gambino crime family.
Correct.
And I guess Fat Andy, who was a capo for the Gambinos, he ran the area that you lived in.
He was a boss in our neighborhood, and at the same time, just coincidentally, my father's guy was Charlie Luciano, who we call Blackie, who was a Gambino-made guy at the time from Jersey faction that my uncle and my father are involved with. So it happened to be the same crew, and so I was around the Gambino family since a baby through my parents, my father and my uncle, and then later on through Fat Andy Ruggiano, yeah.
I mean, and just to put it in perspective, according to articles and so forth, the Gambino crime family at the time was the wealthiest and most powerful crime syndicate in the world.
Well, you know, as a kid, you don't know that, but you do know that you like and respect what you're seeing in the men that are around you as a kid. You know, I looked at them as my, you know, surrogate fathers, uncles, and stuff like that. And the Ruggiano family themselves were very good to me. Albert and Anthony, Fat Andy's son, and actually I have his nephew here with me today, Gene Borello. So, you know, this family has been around with my family since I'm baby, and Gene's been around me since he was born. And, you know, so it just carries on from generations, I guess. We're brought down from generation to generation involved in the street.